Hello and welcome. Some carpet cleaning tests featuring the Roborock Saros 10R, the Dreame L50. Its results should also be valid for the X50 since the specs are similar, but I will retest the X50 soon. Also included is the Dyson 360 Vis Nav, and last but not least, the first purchasable vacuum robot ever, the Electrolux Trilobite. My testing procedure is as follows. I use certified test dust, which is evenly applied to the carpet and then embedded into the carpet, as shown in the image above right. I weigh approximately 95 kilograms. The red carpet has a very dense pile, about 2 centimeters long, while the dark blue carpet has a very soft pile, also about 2 centimeters long. I also test a dirt mat with a very short pile. 10 grams of test dust are embedded in the carpets and 5 grams in the dirt mat. The dirt mat is also soiled with 10 grams of bird sand. First, the Dreame L50 gets to show off its capabilities. The cleaning settings are as follows. The robots clean with the maximum possible suction setting. In the case of the L50s, this is the Max Plus setting, which must be selected manually and is only available in vacuum-only mode. The dark blue carpet and the dirt mat are cleaned in a checkerboard pattern. The red carpet is cleaned with horizontal lines only if possible, as the pile has a cleaning direction, and cleaning with vertical lines would be counterproductive. The carpets are weighed after 7 cleaning cycles and finally after 14. The dirt mat is weighed after 7 cleaning cycles. I expect the dirt mat to be cleaned by hand more often within a week, so I chose the shorter test procedure here. Since the results of the L50s alone aren't very meaningful, let's compare them with those of the X40. I've already extensively tested the Dreame X40 in the same way, using both main brush types. The video for the test is linked in the description. The X40 also has a manual Max Plus setting, which was used for these tests. As we can see, the L50 performs considerably worse than the X40 when cleaning the dark blue carpet with its soft pile. Regardless of the main brush used, the X40 was able to vacuum up 61% of the test dust, while the L50 only managed 50%. A first indication that one shouldn't put much stock in pure Pascal figures. Dreame rates the L50 at 19,500 pascals, while the X40 is rated at 12,000 pascals. The new main brushes and the redesigned cleaning head certainly also contribute to the poorer results. We also see the same trend when cleaning the red carpet with its dense pile. Here, the L50 was only able to confirm the poor result of the X40 with the tri-cut brush. Neither robot saw any further improvement in these test runs after 7 cleaning passes. Both results were only 28%. The X40 with the standard rubber brush achieved a slightly better result, as the rubber brush is better able to separate the pile and thus loosen the test dust so that the existing suction power can absorb it. However, the achieved result of 39% isn't really good either, as we'll see later. The test results for dust removal from the dirt mat also show that the L50 generally does not match the performance of the X40. Here, the X40 achieved 80% with the tri-cut brush and 74% with the standard rubber brush. This again demonstrates the advantage of the tri-cut brush bristles. The L50 only achieved a result of 68%. The results for bird sand contamination are almost identical, at 96% and 95% respectively. These results are good. There are robots that perform significantly worse here and don't even reach the 90% threshold, but there are also robots that achieve 100%. We'll look at these results shortly. Next up, the Roborock Saros 10R gets to show off its capabilities. The same test procedure applies here. This robot also has a Max Plus suction level, which can only be activated in vacuum-only mode. Of course, the double-pass cleaning mode was activated again, with the exception of the red carpet for the reasons already mentioned. Let's take a quick look at the test results for the Crevo Curve and the S7. I've already tested both robots in the past. The link to the test video is in the description. As we can see, the Saros 10R reaches the level of the Dreame X40 or the Roborock S7 in the dust collection test for the fluffy carpet, with a collection rate of 62%. The Saros 10R also performed better than the Crevo Curve. Overall, however, this is a rather disappointing result, especially compared to the S7. This once again demonstrates the importance of a well-designed cleaning head. In this respect, the S7 series is still the benchmark in the Roborock universe. But things get even worse when you look at the results for the more difficult-to-clean red carpet. Here, the Saros 10R falls significantly short and can no longer match the Roborock S7. The test dust pickup is a poor 22%, with no increase after 7 cleaning cycles, compared to the S7's 38%. It also undercuts the poor results of the Dreame X40 with the tri-cut brush and the L50. Only the Crevo Curve performed worse, achieving a mere 17% test dust pickup. The test with test dust and the dirt mat also paints a poor picture. Here, the Saros 10R is even beaten by the Crevo Curve, which may be explained by the different weight distribution of the robots. Nevertheless, both results, at 52 and 56% respectively, are not particularly good. Even the test with bird sand, which is easier to remove than the test dust, reveals a performance issue. The Roborock devices tested were unable to break the 90% mark. The Crevo Curve even failed to reach the 80% mark. This puts the Roborock devices significantly behind the Dreame models. And as already mentioned, there are robots that achieve 100% in this test. Now let's see what the first vacuum robot available for home use, the Electrolux Trilobite, released in 2001, is capable of. The robot only has a timer function and moves around the test area more or less chaotically. I set the runtime to 20 or 40 minutes, which is roughly the same as the runtimes of the other robots. The robot is equipped with features that many modern robots still lack. For example, it detects when the filter is clogged using a vacuum measurement. If you are interested in some more details about the unit and maybe a teardown of it, please let me know in the comments. The Electrolux Trilobite significantly outperforms the competition from Roborock and Dreame. It achieved a very good 66% of the dust collected on the very difficult-to-clean red carpet with its dense pile. However, there was no further improvement after 7 cleaning cycles. The results on the soft pile carpet also speak volumes. Here, the Trilobite was able to remove a very good 94% of the test dust, significantly outperforming the other robots. I think these results are extremely impressive, considering that this robot is now almost 25 years old. When removing test dust from the dirt mat, the Trilobite couldn't quite confirm its previous excellent results, reaching 70% of the test dust extracted. The reason for this is the relatively unstructured and bristle-free main brush. The main brush is equipped only with rubber blades. Additional structure or bristles would help with agitation. When it comes to removing bird sand, things look better again. Here, the robot is on par with the Dreame devices, but could probably perform even better for the reasons mentioned above. Nevertheless, a good result. Now let's move on to the Dyson 360 Vis Nav. When I had almost finished the first version of this video, I happened to read about a new firmware update, which had only been rolled out in Italy at the time. Among other things, it drastically changed the robot's driving pattern. It no longer drives in a spiral, and thus potentially affected the cleaning results. I then retested everything and re-edited the video. If old video footage is shown, the result hasn't changed, so I saved myself the trouble of re-editing the footage. The robot was tested in both automatic and boost modes. In automatic mode, the robot can select from 2 different boost levels, depending on how much dirt hits the robot's piezo sensor. In addition, the robot reduces its speed in such a case. This speed reduction does not occur in the manually selected boost mode. In addition, the robot does not currently offer the option of double pass cleaning, that is, cleaning with horizontal and vertical cleaning strokes. Unfortunately, this leads to a slight downside in some of the final results, as we will see shortly. The robot achieved strong results when cleaning the red carpet, 70% in boost mode and 61% in automatic mode, with improvements even after 7 cleaning cycles. The new driving pattern also resulted in an improvement in automatic mode, which I'll discuss in more detail shortly. But this also shows how good the Electrolux Trilobite was, and still is. The results for the fluffy carpet also speak volumes. Here the Dyson Vis Nav was able to vacuum up 100% of the test dust after just 7 cleaning cycles in boost mode, and the result in automatic mode was also very good at 96, leaving the competition with the exception of the Trilobite far behind. The Dyson Vis Nav also easily removed the bird sand on the dirt mat. The results here are 100% in boost mode and 98% in automatic mode. The results for the test dust removal are not quite as high. Here, the robot achieves 86% in automatic mode and slightly less at 84% in boost mode. The reason for this is almost certainly the reduced driving speed in automatic mode, but also likely due to a reduced brush speed. This also varies depending on the suction power. Unfortunately, the test dust results are somewhat worse compared to the previous firmware version. More on that in a moment. Here is a table of all the results I've determined so far for the different firmware versions of the Dyson Vis Nav. The results of the 04 version in auto mode are shown on the far left, and we can see that the small boost added by firmware version 05 has resulted in significant improvements. The new driving pattern of the 06 version also brought further improvements, with the exception of the test dust collection on the dirt mat. In the older versions, the dirty area was mostly cleaned in vertical lines, but occasionally in horizontal lines due to the pattern. The lack of vertical lines will have led to the poorer result here, and shows that Dyson should also introduce a double pass cleaning option. I will look into this in more detail in a future video. Even the boost mode is affected by this. Finally, here's some footage of the Electrolux Pure i9.2 or AEG RX 9.2. Unfortunately, for unknown reasons, the robot had the problem in my test area that it refused to create a map for a long time. This affects the robot's cleaning pattern, as without a map, it more often rotates in place and takes different cleaning paths. This is also the reason why the robot sometimes starts on the carpet here to minimize the impact. However, the robot did indeed create a map with the last cleaning run, so I will test it again, also to see how the cleaning results might be affected. However, I would like to share the test results collected so far for the spiritual successor to the Trilobite. The robot was tested at the maximum suction level. It does not offer the option of double cleaning. The overall results are pretty good, and the unit is performing mostly at the same level the Dyson Vis Nav is doing regarding carpet cleaning. It performs slightly better at cleaning the red carpet and outperforms the Vis Nav running the latest firmware when it comes to the dust removal of the dirt mat. Let's take a look at how the results compare to cordless vacuum cleaners I tested in the same way. This isn't quite an apples-to-apples comparison, as the cleaning cycles vary. I'm counting the cleaning cycle shown here as 3 robot cycles, as we have 1 forward, 1 reverse, and 1 overlapping movement. In this comparison, the cordless vacuum cleaner's results are the ones after 6 cleaning passes, since I cannot extract exactly 7 passes data from my earlier testing of these machines. As we can see, the 3 robots shown on the left are really strong performing ones if it comes to cleaning the blue fluffy pile carpet. They are outperforming a Dyson V8 with its standard cleaning head and a Dreame Z30 in auto mode. The Z30 has an awful working auto mode. If you are interested in more details, I have linked my testing video, it's German only, in the description. Also, the comparison of the cleaning results for the red dense pile carpet showcases how good these 3 robots are. They are outperforming a Dreame Z30 and a Dyson V8 with its standard cleaning head. The performance of both of these cordless vacuum machines suffers from their cleaning head designs, and in the case of the Z30, also from a bad mainbrush design. Even in the long run, after 14 cleaning passes that convert to 52 cleaning passes for the robots, both of these machines are not able to outperform a Dyson Vis Nav or an Electrolux iPure 9.2. My brief interim conclusion is as follows. There are robot vacuums that actually have something to do with vacuuming, and with others, that's more or less not the case. Pascal figures alone are pure marketing and aren't even sufficient for a meaningful comparison within a manufacturer's own lineup. Much more important and interesting here are the design of the cleaning head, the actual negative pressure at the cleaning head, the associated flow velocity, the airflow in general, and how it's designed, as well as how the main brushes are designed and configured. A lot of marketing nonsense, and a 25-year-old robot beats almost all of the competition. And these carpet results are reflected almost exactly in the hard floor cleaning results. A detailed video follows, showing that even a mopping function doesn't always remove dust from hard floors. That's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.